Welcome to Psychology Refresh. Today we're going to go over the 7 huge mistakes that ruin a first impression instantly. Make sure to watch each one of them so you will never make a bad first impression. People form strong initial impressions of you, whether you choose to admit it or not. Even if they're attempting to be open-minded, establishing an opinion happens quickly and with little information. They base it on the material you supply. A first impression is created in approximately 7 seconds, so you don't have much of a chance to get it right or, on the other hand, wrong. This means you only have a few seconds to ensure you're showing the best of your personality, whether you're going into a job interview, social event, friends party, or even speaking at a Zoom conference. When meeting new individuals, you should attempt to make the best and most pleasant first impression possible. If you fail and make a bad first impression, you may never have another chance to change people's minds. Avoiding the common mistakes that ruin this first impression could increase your chances of finding a job, a friend, a client, or a life partner. Happily, it doesn't take a lot of effort to leave a positive first impression, and you can start in your next interaction by avoiding some very common mistakes. Here are 7 huge mistakes that ruin a first impression instantly. Number 1. Being late. First things first, if you come late to an important meeting, you will definitely ruin a first impression. Period. Latecomers have a reputation for being untrustworthy. Arriving late creates the appearance that you are disorganized and don't value the time of others. Furthermore, rushing to a meeting recklessly just to beat the clock may result in you not being as attentive as the occasion requires. As a result, it's critical to plan ahead of time to avoid being late or rushing to the meetup. Being late is one of the biggest mistakes that you can do that will ruin a first impression instantly. Number 2. Dressing badly. The clothing you wear may seem like a trivial factor in the bigger picture of your life, but it's far more important than you think, explains Jordan Stoltz, image strategy expert. You may believe that your personal style is unimportant and that it has no impact on how others see you. But you'd be shocked to learn that people pay close attention to your look. If you come across as someone who is unconcerned about their appearance, people may have a negative view of you. It does not mean that on every occasion you must wear your 3-piece suit. The good news is that effective grooming doesn't have to be expensive, and it's actually better to keep it simple and appealing. Make sure that everything on your body is neat and clean, from your hair to your shoes. Wearing ironed, well-fitting clothes will quickly make you appear well-dressed. It is always better to dress a little bit more professional than a little too unprofessional. Number 3. Giving a poor handshake. The way you shake people's hands might also have a huge impact on your first impression. If your handshake is too hard, people may perceive you as aggressive and arrogant. If your handshake is floppy and really weak, they may perceive you as a shy, insecure person. Making a firm, warm, and brief handshake is the ideal method. Don't overstretch the other person's fingers or shake their hand violently. Also, try not to hold someone's hand for too long because it could seem very weird. The good handshake is not so much about firmness. It's about making sure the skin between your thumb and forefinger connects with the other person's hand in the same spot. That connection signals that you're confident and trustworthy, explains Barbara Corcoran, founder of the Corcoran Group. If you are enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. Number 4. Appearing distracted. Everyone appreciates knowing that someone else is paying attention to them. When you're interacting with someone and your gaze is diverted or you're playing with an object or, even worse, your phone, you're not paying enough attention to your interlocutor. Yes, due to our limited attention span, we may occasionally have strange thoughts pop into our heads during a conversation. However, nothing is more frustrating than trying to hold a conversation with someone who is distracted. As a result, do your best to maintain your straying thoughts in check and focus on the conversation you're having. Make sure to keep an eye contact with the person you talk to. According to research, those who keep eye contact while speaking and listening are perceived as more confident and cleverer. On the other side, people who avoid eye contact are perceived as less sincere, less appealing, and more worried. However, don't be too intense with it because it may be uncomfortable. Number 5. Discussing controversial topics. Be aware of the conversational topics like religion, politics, civil rights, abortion, or even corona, especially when you are talking with someone for the first time. Political and social debates, especially today, wreak havoc on first impressions. People are so invested in one side that if you even hint at being associated with the other, you're sure to cause a rift. Also, don't bring up topics like how much you drink, who you're seeing, or how late you party. These subjects will not impress anyone who is more than 18 years old and can only harm your reputation. Tempted to make a sexist remark about the other gender? Big no, don't do it. Talking about contentious matters, pranks, and lifestyle choices quickly spoils a solid first impression. Number 6. Over-trying. We all want to stand out from the crowd, and when we meet new people, we often want to create a long-lasting impression on them. However, pushing too hard to make a memorable impression may harm the impression. If you appear to be too out of the ordinary, you may throw off or confuse the person you're speaking with. You might want to hold off on revealing your true self until you're sure your listener is ready. Seeming too different from the average might turn off the person you're trying to impress. People will never forget how you make them feel. Those words are so true. I've been offered great opportunities in the first meeting because someone had a good feeling about me. My strategy is to be my most authentic self, instead of trying too hard to impress them, explains Andrea Callanan, founder of employee engagement company Inspire Me. Number 7. Lack of follow-up. Whether it was a business dinner or coffee date, a follow-up is always appreciated and improves your first impression. When you finish your encounter, thank them for meeting with you and mention something that stood out to you in the talk, and provide a link or social media contact they would be interested in. Not only did your interlocutor know you were paying attention and enjoying your talk, but you've also given them permission to contact you in the future. And this leaves a very good first impression. On the other hand, if you break the conversation suddenly and you will not provide any inclination to meet up again or contact via social media, the person you talk to might feel disrespected. And when you make the person you've just met feel scorned, this will be a huge mistake that can ruin a first impression instantly. These videos here will be really helpful for you.